Hello, good evening. It's Saturday night here in the Pacific, or if you are watching us, magandang gabi po if you're watching here in California. But if you're watching us from the Philippines, it is a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. On a Sunday. At magandang tanghali o good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Hopefully, as always, hopefully you had a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, significant others on a beautiful Sunday in the Philippines. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Some people would say, hello world. Yeah. So, also, if you're watching us or if you're going to be part of Team Replay, magandang araw sa inyo and happy viewing. Before anything else, we are live on different platforms, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And we're live also on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you are not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. And if you click on the notification button, you will always be alerted for any of our shows here on PHLB Radio. Simultaneously, we are also live on PHLB Radio Facebook page. So, ayan, daming talagang platforms where you could watch PHLB Radio. Not only my shows, but also the different shows of PHLB Radio. Also, if you're using Alexa, all you have to do is say Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And one more thing, if you are using Amazon Fire TV, that is so simple. Just look for PHLB Radio channel. And that's basically what we have. I know you kind of missed me for a while because last week po was a busy week because something personal. But now I'm back. Today pala, of Padre Pio. And yesterday, for Alam Mo Ba, what we did is we decided to replay the show we did on the travel I did going to the relic or the body or the shrine of Padre Pio in San Giovanni in Foggia in Italy, and that was done early this year. So hopefully you watch the show and you feel blessed, because a lot of you were saying that the show was good because that gave you an idea. So at least in the event that you are able to travel to Europe, especially to Rome, and you want to visit Padre Pio, that's already a guide for you. Ay, nako, ganda ng show po natin. Itong show na to ay, or yung letter has been postponed for 2 weeks since we did a replay 2 weeks in a row. So yung po, ang title is Apology Accepted, Access Denied. So medyo I'll be needing your help. Sana makaabot yung mga latecomers natin para maganda po ang ating talakayan. So our discussion will be really wonderful. So it's a story between two friends, and I will keep them for obvious reason to keep their identity. We'll call her, the letter sender, Carmina, at yung kanyang best friend best friend before is Karen. They're both 30 years old. So, yun po ang ating tatalakayin today. And hopefully, as always, hopefully I miss you guys and you miss me too. So, eto na. Let's start. And apology accepted, access denied. So, it's a story of Carmina, who's our letter sender. And matutukoy din, or that will involve also Karen, who's 30 years old. Sabi niya, Dear Kuya Josh, magandang gabi, araw o umaga, tanghali sa'yo. Ako ay isang masugid na taga-panood ng iyong show na Alam Mo Ba at Dear Kuya Josh. Marami akong nakita o natututunang aral sa iyong show at isa tong malaking tulong sa pang-araw-araw tamumuhay dahil yung mga letters na binabasa mo at yung mga dinidescribe naman o kino-comment ng iyong mga tagapanood at tagapakinig ay nakakatulong sa aming pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Sabi nga nila, ito ay isa ng aming weekly habit, kaya medyo nasasad kami kapag replay ang show mo. Nevertheless, inaabangan talaga ko ang show mo. So maraming salamat sa PHLB Radio at sa yung shows dahil napaka-interesting talaga ng mga topics for both shows. Maraming salamat, Carmina naman. Ako po si Carmina, 30 years old at married. Happily married, kumbaga. Okay, ito po ay tungkol sa aking kaibigan si Karen na 30 years old as well at naging kaibigan ko siya since high school. Okay, we are pareho po kami kumpanyang pinapasukan and we are both marketing executives sa Makati. Okay. Si Carmina daw po ay 30 years old. Nasaan ako? Okay. Kuya Josh, ang aking tanong sa iyo ay kailan dapat kang magpatawad? When do you say enough is enough when you forgive? When do you say that apology is accepted but access denied? Dahil for now, that's where I am right now with my friend Karen. We grew up together basically since we were friends back in high school, and I was a loner, but Karen being an extrovert, she befriended me. Wala namang kaso, Kuya Josh, because we treated each other like sisters. We have the same likes, and we normally hang out together. Imagine from high school, at dinala namin ito sa college. Friend na friend ko po si Karen. Even back then, no secrets. She was my confidant. She was my good friend. And she acted also, or seems to be, like my sister. We both took business administration. Kuya Josh, I'm kinda ahead when it comes to academics dahil I graduated with Latin honors. Cum laude po ako. While si Karen po ay just to get by. Kuya Josh, how many times can you forgive a friend? Yun ang tanong ko sa iyo. That's why I wrote to you. How many times can one forgive a person who did you wrong? Ganito yun, Kuya Josh. In college, like what I said, we took up business administration as a degree. And although it's not good at sana wag tularan ng mga taga-watch na lang for easier. Ninyo, I let her normally copy my during exam dahil as always hindi siya prepared o hindi nakapag-aral. Kuya Josh, I know it's wrong, pero dahil kaibigan ko siya, lagi ko siya pinapakopya. At hindi lang once na nangyari ay mas mataas ang grade niya sa akin. Grade good enough pero hindi enough to surpass me when it comes to my grade point average or GPA. Okay? Or grade weighted average. So like what I said, I graduated with a Latin honor, cum laude po, while she graduated naman. Okay? Sa work, we went to the same company. Hagi ko na masabi kasi, sorry, hagi ko na masabi yung kumpanya. We work in the same company in Makati at naging project manager kaming pareho in different departments din because the company we work for, we have several projects and products and I was assigned to one product launch at siya rin. Ang masakit noon, Kuya Josh, because we talk about all our marketing strategies, there was one time that Karen copied my strategy at presented it to the board. And ang sakit-sakit noon, Kuya Josh, kasi technically kinopya niya lahat. Hindi siya nagtira. All the ideas, all the strategies, all even the print out and print blueprint ng project, kinopya niya. At change niya yung name, my name, to her name. Sobrang galit ko na noon, Kuya Josh. But like what I said, she was my friend since college, so I forgave her. Pero sinabi ko sa kanya, don't ever do it again. Kuya Josh, kasamang palad, that product na nilaunch niya or she was in charge of it did not take off. So, ganun na nga rin ang nangyari. So, what happened was, dahil hindi na nga nagtuloy yung project niya o yung product nila na siya ang in charge, so that marketing strategy at yung lahat ng pinaghirapan ko, in-apply ko ngayon sa product na ako ang in charge. And it worked very well. As a matter of fact, it was well received by the public. So, tuwang-tuwa ang kumpanya sa akin at ako ay na-promote. Okay. Now, Kuya Josh, eto yung tanong ko sa iyo. How far can a person go of forgiving a friend? Hirap ako dahil yung ginawa niya sa akin lately. As I said earlier, I am married. I am still married. Habang si Karen, na 30 years old, ay still single. Not because hindi siya maganda. Actually, sa akin, para sa akin, Kuya Josh, mas may itsura sa akin si Karen. Kaya lang, parang for some reason, hindi siya masyadong marketable. Siguro dahil the way she talk to people, the way she would treat people, I don't want to say bad things about her, pero meron siyang ugali na some people ay turn off sa kanya. One of the biggest thing na ginawa niya recently ay ang pagsidus niya sa asawa ko. Kuya Josh, I didn't at first gave it a thought kasi kahit pa nung college, nung nanliligaw pa sa akin yung husband ko ngayon na si Noel, crush na ni Karen si Noel at the time. Pero I didn't pay too much attention dahil alam ko namang loyal at ako lang ang babae sa buhay ni Noel. Until most recently, nagparty kami sa bahay at nakita ko yung ibang treatment ni Karen kay Noel. But hindi ako masyadong nagbigay attention simply because kilala ko si Noel at so I thought kilala ko rin si Karen. But to my surprise, hindi ganun pala ang nangyari. While I'm making drinks para sa mga bisita, ito palang si Karen ay for lack of a better word, ay nilalandi ang asawa kong si Noel. Buti na lang, Noel, kahit na medyo tipsy, ay hindi siya pumatol. Kuya Josh, Noel talked to me about it the following day, kung ano nangyari that night. Masyado raw aggressive ang dating ni Karen. Hindi ko alam kung sino paniniwalaan ko, but of course, I have to believe my husband, Noel. Dahil Noel is an honest, especially with our relationships. Nangyari naman na I had to call the attention of Karen. It was difficult at first to confront her. Kasi nga, super deny siya. Sabi niya, baka na-misinterpret lang ni Noel yung mga ginawa niya that night. Kasi she's just being friendly. What I told her was this, Karen, I know you since high school. I know what you're capable of, and I know Noel is an honest man. So whatever you have to do, please stop, okay? Dahil hindi ka papatulan ni Noel. Because I know Noel and our love for each other is stronger than anything else. Nag-apologize sa akin si Karen. Kahit na sinabi ni Karen ay nag-apologize ako sa iyo, although alam kong wala akong ginawang mali at wala akong balak na agawin ang asawa mo sa iyo. Kuya Josh, I forgave her. Pero I told her na apology accepted but access denied. Kuya Josh, sa ngayon, I don't talk to her as much. I don't want her to be friends with me anymore. Dahil paulit-ulit na lang ang mga ginagawa niyang kapalpakan. Paulit-ulit na lang na nagpapatawad ako. Paulit-ulit na lang na pinapagbigyan ko siya at pinagpapasensyahan. Hirap ako dahil kaibigan ko si Karen. Pero I need to take care of myself as well. Ang tagal na, Kuya Josh, lagi na lang akong nagpapatawad. Lagi na lang akong umiintindi. Lagi na lang ako ang laging nagpapaubaya. But this time, Kuya Josh, nakakapagod na. Napapagod na rin akong magpatawad. So, to make it easier, I was thinking, okay lang bang to accept her apology, but access denied? Ibig sabihin, pinapatawad ko siya, but I don't want her to have access to me anymore. Dahil the longer this will go on, baka kung ano pa ang gawin niya. Natatakot ako sa mga actions pa niya in the future. So please help me, because I want your opinion, your viewers as well as your listeners, kung ano ang mapapayo nila sa situation ko when it comes to Karen. Ang walang sawang nanonood at nakikinig sa shows mo, Carmina. Naku, Carmina, ano ba yan? Teka muna, before anything else, si Gemu is watching. Hey, Gemu is watching from Torrance, California. Gemu is the owner of Gem Kitchenette. Naku, you have to try. Naku, I'm trying to get her on board para ma-interview natin, pero masyado siyang mahiyain. So one of these days, I would try to get yung mga pictures ng mga tinitinda ni Gem. Kasi grabe yung kanya, I think I covered it one time, yung kanyang egg pie to die for at ang kanyang chicken tocino, grabe, super sarap. Okay, so it's a Gem Kitchenette. I don't have the number with me, but definitely, kung ma-text mo Gem, I will announce it here. Tapos, si Chap Marcos is watching also. Oh, Aseret! Aseret! Ako, alam ko, nakita ko yung mga comment mo one time. I know, pero hopefully di ka na-disappoint na 2 linggo taming replay. Ay, nako. Tapos, si Ginger Berry, nasa Philippines ka pa rin ba? I hope you're here na. And then, hi, Tito Josh, sabi ni Ginger Berry, belated happy birthday. O yan na, alam niyo na. Kaya po ako nag-replay dahil birthday ko. Oh, Bing Lao Mayor is my kumare and very, very good friend. And I know the whole Lao Mayor family way back during the Mount Pinatubo days pa. Hi, Bing. Nako, Bing, siguro kailangan kita rito para mag-comment. Bing is watching from the beautiful city, Calibo, Aklan. Yan. At sila po ang, may mga businesses sila. I think Bing does the BMEG, parang mga, I think poultry or at saka mga babuyan. So, at one of yung kanyang bunso. So, dami ko ng utang dyan. At, happy anniversary sa inyong dalawa as well. Belated nga lang. Anyways, okay, summary natin para doon sa mga latecomers. So, ito yon. It's a story of 2 good friends, supposedly. Si Carmina, na 30 years old, na marketing executive, at si Karen, na 30 years old. Si Karen and si Carmina, they practically known each other for so long, way back in high school pa. So, they become they became parang sisters. So si Carmina, yung ating letter sender, medyo angat when it comes to academics, sabi niya, and she graduated, ang course nila pareho is business administration at with Latin honors gumraduate si Carmina, samantalang si Karen naman ay gumraduate. Okay? Now, what she was saying earlier, back in high school, itong si Karen, dahil hindi nga masyadong nasa academe o hindi siya masyado sa academics niya, lagi niyang pinapakopya. Laging pinapakopya ni Carmina si Karen. Although sinasabi nga niya, doon sa mga nakikinig at nanonood, please do not follow that because obviously that's not a good thing kasi cheating yon. Okay? So, pero dahil nga kaibigan niya at lagi niyang pinapakopya. Okay? So, that being said, so, nag-college sila, so, nag-business administration, so, gumraduate nga itong si Carmina with Latin honors. Ang masakit, they end up working for a company in Makati, Again, itong mga places po nito at saka name, we're changing it. Before continue, si Azareth sabi niya, happy birthday. Again, Kuya Josh, maraming salamat. Gerard Sibayan is watching. Gerard is the husband of my other good friend, the concert comedy queen, Ai de las Alas. And Gerard Sibayan is one hell of a coach ng badminton. So kung kailangan nyo po maging magaling sa inyong paglalaro ng badminton, look for Gerard. Gerard, i-post mo yung number mo so they can call you. Especially if you are in the Bay Area. Bay Area, doon po si Gerard nagtuturo, nagko-coach ng mga teams at mga individual para sa badminton. Hey! So anyway, so nung si Karen at saka si Carmina work in the same company, and dahil nga maganda naman yung kanilang performances, napahawak si Carmina was holding one product kasi yung daw kumpanya it has several products na nilo-launch. So Carmina was assigned to one product, tapos nung si Karen was assigned to another product. So they're both marketing executives. So obviously they were talking to each other, exchanging ideas on marketing strategies. Ang nangyari, ang sabi ni Carmina, galit na galit siya one time kasi itong si Karen, ninakaw yung idea na pinag-usapan nila na galing yung idea, the whole concept. So basically, nasanay na si Karen mangopya, manggaya. So yung strategy, yung marketing plan, lahat kinopya at pinesent ni Karen sa board ng kumpanya. Siyempre, ang gumawa ay si Carmina, without her knowledge, hindi niya alam na ipipresent ni Karen yung kanyang pinaghirapan, yung kanyang marketing strategy, marketing plan, the whole works. Pinantan lang yung pangaran, iniba yung product, at pinesent ni Karen. So, imagine, in spite of that, dahil nga magkaibigan sila, pinatawad pa rin ni Carmina si Karen for technically stealing yung idea, the whole concept. At sinabi nga niya, lo and behold, parang nakarma. Kasi nga, yung product na dapat naka-assign kay Karen, hindi na-launch. Meaning, for some reason, na-shelve siya. Hindi natuloy ang paglo-launch ng produkto. So, what happened, yung kanyang original na kay Carmina na plan, marketing strategy, yung marketing concept, na i-apply ngayon ni Carmina sa kanyang product. At it went very well at napuri talaga siya ng kumpanya. At so parang sa kanya, okay na yon. Low and build, okay na yon. Oh, Emma Consul is watching from Carson, California. Sabi niya, Uy, maraming salamat. Happy birthday to you both, Josh. More healthy years ahead. Salamat. Okay, so eto ngayon. So napatawad na naman niya. Hindi lang isa, isang dalawa. Pero ang pinakamasakit ngayon, ito yung sumulat sa atin si Carmina kasi tinatanong niya, sabi niya, kailan ba hihinto ka magpatawad? When do you stop forgiving someone who offended you or who hurt you? Kailan ba talaga, meron ba yung hangganan? Kasi every time na pumalpak itong si Karen, pinapatawad lagi siya ni Carmina. Pero this time, nagtatanong na si Carmina kasi it has gone on a different way, right? Kasi nga, ang kwento ni Carmina sa kanyang letter, mukhang nagkaroon ng seduction itong nagka-party sa bahay ni Carmina at ang asawa niya, remember, 30 years old siya and married siya kay Noel. Pero parang kakaiba that night ang kinikilos ni Karen. At alam naman kasi ni Carmina, even during college days nila, nung nagliligawan pa siya ni Noel, na crush na ni Karen si Noel. Pero ang gusto kasi ni Noel, si Carmina. At sinabi nga ni Carmina, hindi niya maintindihan kung bakit at this stage, wala pa rin asawa, unmarried or single pa rin. Si Karen, maganda naman. As a matter of fact, Carmina said, mas maganda para sa kanya, mas maganda si Karen than her. But the thing is, I guess she was being careful na this Karen ay may ugali. She didn't really specify that in the letter. Pero yun nga, that night sa party, while she was preparing some drinks and maybe some food for the guest, itong si Karen ay become very friendly, overly friendly kay Noel, to the point na ang dating ay may seduction nangyayari. So, the following day, nagsabi ngayon si Noel about what happened that night, na medyo talagang, sabi, parang in some ways, parang sinabi nga nitong si Carmina, but enough is enough. Hindi na to project, hindi na to school, hindi na to work. Iba na to, asawa ko na pina-project nitong si Karen. So there was a confrontation, and of course, as always, i-deny, di ba? Most of the most common thing that people, when they're confronted with an offense, it will always be denied. So, anyways, nung dinenay na yung seduction nga, nung dinenay nga ni Karen kay Carmina, sinabi lang niya, stop. Okay? Whatever you have or any intention you have for my husband, stop. Okay? I will forgive you. At sabi nga ni Karen, humingi siya ng tawad kahit wala siyang ginawa. Ngayon na ito yung ending. Itong si Carmina was writing to us to tell us hanggang kailan niya pwedeng patawarin si Karen. Would she wait na talagang mas grabe pa yung mangyari, or would she what she's doing right now is she accepted the apology of Karen, pero she would not give her access anymore, meaning kinakat na niya. Di naman totally, pero medyo nag-cold shoulder na siya kay Karen. Okay? Simply because para wala namang aberya. Yon ang topic for today. So, yung ating si Aseret, si Gerard, si Emma, si Bingbing, si Gingerberry, si Cha, tapos si Jem, your comments. Okay, tama bang apology accepted, access denied ang magiging positioning ni Carmina kay Karen? So please type in your comments. At also open po if you want to go to be a co-host, guest co-host lang naman. One of these days, please do so. Ayan, si Gingerberry, ito na. Naku, nagsalita na si Gingerberry. Okay, let me read Gingerberry's comment. Sabi niya, teka, si Emma naman, happy birthday belated, Josh. More healthy years ahead. God bless. Advance happy birthday to you too, Emma. I think we're almost the same month. Okay? Sabi ni Gingerberry, tungkol dito sa apology accepted, access denied. Forgiveness is for the sake of your own peace. Always be aware of the people you allow in your energy space. Some might contaminate your energy to a point of no return. In a nutshell, forgive but you don't have to be friends. Nako, aray! Alam mo, we are almost in the same wavelength na sasabihin ko. Pero totoo yan, okay? Bago natin discuss yung kay Gingerberry, well said. Basically, si Aseret, sabi niya, I think enough na. Forgive her and stay away from her. Moving forward. Nako. Carmina, parang wala talaga kumakampi o pumapanig kay Karen. Let's do yung si Gingerberry muna. Alam mo, totoo yan. I read this and I believe this. Forgiveness is not for the other person you're forgiving. Forgiveness is forgiving yourself or allowing yourself to be free of that bad feeling, yung bad. Kasi di ba pag may kaaway ka, when you're hurting, when you are upset about someone, ikaw yung naapektuhan eh. There's something within ourselves that it bothers us. So I always been told, and I've been doing that as well, you have to forgive people who hurt you or who's hurting you simply because you're not technically helping them. You're helping yourself because you're freeing, pinapakawalan mo, you're giving yourself that freedom to not feel that bad anymore. Sabi nga, forgiveness is really for yourself. You're forgiving someone to free yourself of that anger, to free yourself of that bad feeling about what happened of that situation. So, and I agree with you. Gusto ko ito. Always be aware of the people you allow in your energy space. Dito pumapasok yung mga kaibigan natin, kakilala na energy suckers. May marami tayo in our midst na alam mo yung and we talk about that in some previous shows natin. Di ba, you have some friends, and I think a lot of you would be able to identify with me. You are such in a good mood, na euphoric ka, ang saya-saya mo, something good is happening with your life. Tapos then you encounter a friend, an individual, all he or she talk about is yung mga problema niya, problema na talagang parang napaka-nega. Kunyari, there's something going on with his or her life, pero for some reason, after talking to that person, you felt like hindi ka na as happy. Parang nasak na yung energy mo, parang nakuha na niya yung energy mo. Yung parang after talking to that person, kasi sa sobrang negativity nung person na yon, yung mga kinukwento niya, na lagi siyang may complain, lagi siyang may puna, meron siyang comment, negative comment about things, about people, about situation. Then all of a sudden, parang bumigat na yung pakiramdam mo instead of you being happy. Okay, before any, oh, I like that. Yeah, sabi ni Gingerberry, energy vampires. Oh, I like that. Okay. Si Adele Ordinario is back. Adele, I don't know whether you're still in Long Beach or in you are in Las Vegas again. Sabing, so yung energy sucker na yon, or energy vampires, talagang, kumbaga, instead of blood, yung energy mo ang sinasak nila, na you felt like pagkatapos mo kipag-usap dito sa mga kaibigan, kakilala, acquaintances, parang you don't feel as well anymore, and some of us, we felt weak. Sometimes we felt sad. Sometimes we feel, ano nangyari, di ba? I was happy earlier. I was singing like there's no tomorrow, and all of a sudden, just talking to that person or being exposed to that person, sabi nga, parang nakuha na niya yung energy mo earlier. Oh, okay. Sabi nga ni Gingerberry, some might contaminate your energy to a point of no return. Totoo yan. I agree with you kasi that happens to me too. So ako nga, ngayon parang we have this group na and this is the Happiness Squad. And one of these days, I'll tell you more about it. But itong group of people, there's only 8 of us, including myself, do sa 8. Wala talaga, it was not formed because we want to be part of a group. Nagkataon lang, and this particular group that I'm part of, proudly to say, all we talk about is motivation, positivity, walang nega. Kung meron mang pinag-uusapan about ideas, then we discuss it. Parang positive lang, chill lang. So you might be feeling sad or down, but after being with the group, we tend to meet once a week. Wala lang kung ano lang maisipan. And then of course, then we talk about ideas, we talk about life, but in a very positive way, because as we all know, there's so many negativity things that happen already in people's lives, especially in the past 2-3 years, with the pandemic and all, and people getting sick and people dying and all that. So kumbaga, we all decided masyado nang maraming negative things happening individually as well as sa mundo. Let's not add to that. So yun, dahil nga yung naging ang common denominator namin was the happiness and then the chill feeling that we have at yung na-form para yung group, and we call ourselves the Happiness Squad. Okay, sabi ni nako, ang sabi nga ni Gingerberry, ang comment niya para kay Carmina, forgive, but you don't have to be friends. So parang nagkakaroon ng saysay yung iyong access denied. So apology accepted, pero access denied. Ako, 1 point na doon sa comment ni ni Gingerberry. Si Aseret naman sa niya, I think enough na. Forgive her and stay away from her moving forward. Alam mo, parang almost the same kayo ni Gingerberry. Kasi nga, totoo naman, di ba? Remember, high school pa lang, nangungopia na siya nangungopia na si Karen kay Carmina. Tapos imagine mo, to present a case dun sa marketing na kinuha, ninakaw, hindi nga hiniram kasi wala nga permission. And to present this as if it's hers, mali yun. Pero itong si Carmina, being the way she is and the way she's built, she accepted the apology at pinatawad pa niya. So, di ba may tinatawag nga na 1 is an accident, 2 is a mistake, pag 3, may pagka S na yan, S or stupidity na yan. Kasi kung hindi natututo itong si Karen, kasi nga siguro in her mind, okay lang, papatawarin naman ako Okay lang na medyo sumablay, or I make a mistake, or I would make something not naman super evil, pero Karen would know, or would always feel na Carmina would always forgive her. Yun ang parang siguro in Karen's mind. Tapos nako, ito pa, sabi ni Adele, hi Josh Andowit and Tita Emma Consul. Si Adele naman, ano ba? Comments sa kailangan ko. Sabi niya, nakita kami ni Attorney Jamela Neto sa concert last night sa Scientology. Yes, I know. I talked to her. Energy attracts like energy kasi. Totoo yan. So, yung parang common denominator nga namin, being happy, being positive. And I agree with that 100%. Sabi nga ni, energy attracts like energy. Totoo yan. Kaya nga, siguro, ang advice ko, try to find friends or acquaintance na yung hindi naman kailangan same kayo ng gusto, pero at least yung they look at life half full, as basic, instead of half empty. They look at life with positive outlook. Okay? Parang kasi di ba, we could make a case on everything in a negative way if we want to. Kasi kunyari nanood ka ng TV. Naku, ang negative person pwedeng sabihin, panood ka ng TV, radiation yan, nakaka-cancer. O meron namang, nagbabasa ka ng mga news dyan sa cellphone o sa computer, and then say, basa ka ng basa niyan, malalaman mo lang all the negative things happening in the world. Di maganda yan. Instead of saying na news is good to know, kasi nga at least malaman mo yung mga current events na nangyayari sa mundo. At naman kung naman yung nanonood ka ng TV, pwede naman niyang sabihin kung positive siya, magaling yung pinapanood mo. There's so many lessons to be learned, and of course at the end of the day, it's a good relaxation. So it's a way on how you attract situations, on how you deal with different thinking or different point of view. Kasi di ba, we could be so negative, nasa attack mo yan, nasa reaction mo. Okay, sabi ni Alex Francisco, I believe forgiveness is the best form of love in any relationship. I agree, definitely. It takes a strong person to say they're sorry, and an even stronger person to forgive. Wow, totoo naman yun. Kasi di ba, parang one of the hardest, well, sabi nga, I think 2 of the 3 things na hirap-hirap sabihin, I love you at I'm sorry. Pero sabi nga nung nabasa natin mga libro in the past at nalaman natin, it's easier to say I love you, pero it's harder to accept or to say I'm sorry, kasi nga parang accepting of something you did wrong, parang ang hirap, di ba? So I believe na a strong person, para ka, maging isang person ka to say I'm sorry, na wala kang inhibitions. But it takes a stronger person to be able to accept and to forgive. Kasi kumbaga, ang hirap lalo na yung ginawa niya. Okay, now, do sa mga ang ginawa talaga ni, parang napo-forgive talaga ni Carmina yung mga kapalpakan, kalokohan na nagawa sa kanya ni Karen, except yung pinaka-last. Kasi yung pinaka-last parang wake-up call na kay Carmina because meron ng seducing na nangyayari o nangyari. Because like what was said earlier, there was a party at Carmina's home and then this Karen, friend niya, parang siniseduce niya yung asawa ni Carmina na si Noel. And Noel, siyempre Noel, according to the letter, is very loyal naman to Carmina. So sinabi ni Noel na parang, uy, kaibigan mo, kagabi parang may something. So yun ang kinonfront nga ni Carmina kay Karen. Of course, just like what I said earlier, of course the denial will be there. Sino ba maaamin kapag may ginawang kalokohan? But parang sinabi ni Carmina nga, stop it, whatever it is, stop it. Don't pursue it because it's not gonna go anywhere. That's why ito nga yung letter. Oh, hello to Sunny Francisco at saka Alexander Francisco watching. Okay? Tapos ano pa ba? Okay. So yung sa letter, firstly talagang minsan nakakainis talaga. May mga tao among our midst na talagang maiinis ka. At hindi mo alam kung nangiinis lang talaga. And one thing that I remember, and I mentioned that earlier, laging pinapaalala sa akin, although sabi nga ng late parents ko, when you forgive daw 77 times 7 times, and that's what daw it's written in the Holy Book, in the Bible. Pero talagang to be honest, that's gonna be difficult. Especially, I always would tell my mom then, parang ang hirap naman. It's so difficult to do that. Wala bang tear? When do you forgive talaga na totally forgive a person? Paano kung grabe naman yung ginawa sa'yo? Lalo na yung OA na. Are you still gonna forgive? Sabi nga, kaya nga that's the essence of the whole Christian world. Yung talagang when you are able to forgive regardless of how bad the situation or what was done to you, how evil or how monstrous ang ginawa sa iyo, and you still are able to forgive. That's the highest standard of forgiving. At the same time, so nasabi rin, which is some people naman would say, well, just be careful when you forgive at people would hurt you. Be careful kasi nga at the end of the day, gawin mo parang three strikes. 1 is an accident, 2 is a mistake. Yung pangatlong na ginawa pa rin sa'yo, kalokohan na yon. It's to forgive, that will be stupidity. But, sabi nga natin earlier, to forgive is divine, di ba? So, talagang mahirap. Pero, of course, you need to understand. For me, forgiving really is not forgiving the other person, but setting myself free from that ugly feeling inside of me na meron akong grudge or hurt feeling. Tapos be careful also, and this is something na natutunan ko. Sabi sa akin ng a good friend of mine, sabi niya, be careful of snakes, yung mga ahas, kasi when they shed their skin, they are just becoming a bigger snake. So yan tumanim sa akin yan. So be careful of snakes because when they shed skin, they just become bigger snakes. So in a way, parang itong kay Karen at kay Carmina, itagol ko dyan ng konti. Di ba patawad tong si Carmina? Hindi nagbabago naman si Karen. Palala ng palala yung kanyang mga ginagawang something na much to be desired. So hindi siya nagbabago. So I know, Carmina, I know this is so harsh naman to compare Karen sa isang ahas, pero kung nagsished siya, supposedly, di ba, parang ang hope natin, when nagsished, dapat nag-iiba, dapat mas nagiging better. Pero parang ang sabi nga, when a snake would shed their skin, o magbabalat, nag-change ng balat, hindi nagbabago, nagiging bigger snake lang yan. Just like Karen. Na nga, may point talaga si Aseret na be friends, be forgiving, but don't be friends anymore. Kasi you are not guaranteed na she would really change. Okay, siguro only time can tell whether she would really change, especially now na naging cold ka na, you're giving her the cold shoulder, kumbaga. Okay, Dagdag pa ni Gingerberry. Si Ernst Dems is watching from the Philippines. Sabi ni Gingerberry, the moment you start wondering if you deserve better, you do. Ganda. Okay? Never allow anyone to mentally abuse you because you love them. Sabi nga, sometimes I have to make choices that may break your heart but will give you peace will give peace to your soul. Ang ganda ng Naku, Gingerberry, para ka si Azaret. Kaya yata mag-guest ka rito one of these days. Ang daming hugot, ha? Hugot na you could share. Hugot na maganda yung mga impart mo. And these are, you could tell na talagang may pinaghuhugutan from experience. Sabi niya, kinorek niya, you have to make. Okay? You have to make, sabi niya. So the moment you start wondering if you deserve better, you do. Okay, so meaning, kailangan pag nag-iisip ka, tama ba yung ginawa ko? At at deserve ko ba to? Deserve ko ba to be treated better? To be treated as a better friend? Ang sinasabi ni Junior, of course you do. Okay, never allow, ito yung maganda, never allow to mentally abuse you. Mentally abuse is the higher form kasi nga ibang klase na, kasi yung pag medyo tinapik ka, nasampal ka, those are physical na kahit mali maghihilom yun, pero yung sa mental lang medyo at a higher level kasi pag yan ay na-abuse na, at a lot of us na nangyayari yan on a day-to-day basis, we allow friends or family members or people we care about to do that to us. Kaya nga nagkakaroon ng mental illness. But, and laging reason na naririnig natin, time and time again, we allow such person in our lives to hurt us mentally because we love them. Pero ang sinasabi ni Gingerberry, na you have to make choices that I know it will be difficult, it might even break your heart, but it will give you the peace of mind. So laging choose the right one. Choose what's best for you. Mahal mo nga itong tao na to, like itong si case ni Carmina at ni Karen. Obviously, there's love, a sisterhood love, a sister-like love nila sa isa-isa kasi they've been friends since high school. Pero kung yun naman ang gagawin ni Karen over and over, palala ng palala pa rin, I think kailangan na talagang sorry Carmina, I know you're watching. It's time to really take inventory ng talagang sino ba talaga si Karen sa buhay mo. Siya ba ay tunay na kaibigan o she's just a user and taking advantage of you time and time again. So that's something you really put to heart. Okay? Tapos, sabi ni Adele, yan, I agree with Gingerberry. Tapos si Alexander Francisco sabi niya, forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a constant attitude. Aba, totoo naman. Okay. Tapos sabi pa niya, forgiveness is nowhere requires that you trust the one you forgive. Ayan mo, yan ang talaga. I agree with that. Kasi pag nasaktan ka na ng isang tao, parang hirap-hirap ibalik yung trust. Sabi nga, kaya nga a lot of people, I cannot blame them na parang once they were offended, lalo na pag medyo mabigat yung offense, the tendency is they want to move on. They want to forget that whatever relationship they had, and they just want to start anew. And I kind of agree with that to some point, simply because kapag naman you have people in your life that constantly would hurt you, will undermine you, I think it's about time to move forward, to go away, to drop them, not necessarily to fight them or consider them as enemy. You could still be friends, pero do not allow them to have access to you anymore. Okay? Sabi pa ni Ako si Gingerberry, camera shy. Oh, you should know Gingerberry, napakagandang babae. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. Very, si Kuya G. Glorioso is watching. Hi, Kuya G. Good morning from Venice, Italy. Wow! Hindi ko alam, nasa tour pala si Kuya G. Ingat-ingat at enjoy Venice. I love Venice. And of course, of course, the gondola ride is one, it's much to be behold. Ang ganda-ganda talaga ng Venice. And of course, next month, I will have a travelogue and we will revisit Venice, Italy, of one of the places. Sabi pa niya, sabi ni Ginger Berry, ito na, she's a catalyst, si Karen daw. So uli, teka, oh, sabi ni Ginger Berry, she's a catalyst. Ibig sabihin si Karen ay catalyst, so you'll realize how worthy you are and how you should value yourself more. Totoo naman yan. Parang siya yung naging mitya o yung kumbaga force na nagpapaalala sa iyo how worthy you are, Carmina, as a person at how you should value yourself. Love, self-love. Okay? Tapos yung gagawin mo naman kay Karen na ginagawa mo ngayon is a tough love. Kasi 'di ba, parang hindi mo naman, you're not closing you're not closing your doors, you're not closing your at you're saying na hindi mo na kaaway mo na siya. You're not saying that, but technically what you're saying is rest muna. Parang you want to see some changes. So I think that's what you should do, and in my book that's what you call tough love. Kuya G, be careful ka dyan ha. Mga alam mo naman, anywhere in the world, maraming pickpockets, especially in Europe. So be careful and keep safe and enjoy Italy. That's one of the best places on earth. Okay, and to visit of course our cities of the world. So yung kay Karen at saka yung kay Carmina, siguro, Carmina, if you have a chance, I think parinig mo rin to kay Karen para at least baka naman maliwanagan niya. Kasi baka sa kanya, she's not taking life as serious as she should have. Yeah, that's right. Breakfast muna tayo. Yeah, it's morning nga pala in Italy. But have a lot of croissant. So, firstly, maraming salamat, Carmina, for giving us the chance to talk about. So, yung sa'yo, I'm somewhat agreeing kasi yung nangyari sa'yo, this is my 2 cents worth on that. I would deny access as well. I would have difficulty allowing a friend or any friend for that matter to be in the same league as my other friends, lalo na kung constantly I'm being hurt, laging ako na undermine, and there's also, in spite of all the good things I have done for a friend, ito yung mapapala mo. So I'm not saying that it is that I will make or you should make Karen an enemy, but I enjoy the fact na you're giving her limited access to you. Kumbaga, cool off muna. You're giving her the cold shoulder. And hopefully, Karen would realize na, one, you've been a good friend. Two, you are a very valuable friend. And thirdly, there's some changes that needs to be made within herself. And hopefully, the realization will come sooner than later. Si Erlinda Gulayan Cercado is watching. Si Mama E is the mother of Fourth Impact of Mira, Irene, Mylene, and Selena. And watch out, we're gonna have an announcement of their tour, U.S. tour of Fourth Impact soon in November. As far as I think I'm at liberty to Saturday, November 18 will be in Pomona, California, or the Los Angeles area. And then November 19, it's gonna be in San Francisco or that's Redwood, California, and there'll be some announcement starting next week for the prices and also for the venue and where to get your tickets. So Fourth Impact, the Dream Tour, the Dream US Tour. Yan. Sabi ni Ginger Berry, final remarks. Don't ignore the red flags just to see the good in others. Totoo yan. Naku, yung mga red flags na yan. Yan ang mga indicators, di ba? Especially in any relationship, whether it could be romantic relationship or friendship, or may mga red flags talaga. Makikita mo talaga. And once you see these red flags, please, tama yung sinabi ni Ginger Berry, do not ignore. Kasi ito yung mga, kumbaga, mga when you're walking, ito yung mga potholes na you should be very careful and you should avoid and you should be aware of para hindi ka madapa. And because eto na yung mga red flags and you still continue the relationship at walang pagbabago and you're not even telling that person what was wrong to all the bigger scheme of things, it is impossible that this will be a very successful relationship. So Carmina, I think one, you need to communicate to her, to Karen, how you really feel, na you're not treating her as an enemy, but rather she's still a good friend. However, you're gonna give her a distance between the two of you muna, merong space, simply because parang you want to give her space so she could think things through and she could analyze na hindi lagi na lang every time na pumalpak siya ay magpapatawad ka, lalo na pagbigat ng pabigat yung mga offenses niya. Secondly, I agree with Gingerberry. I think it's time to make her realize na your value as a friend, and for you to realize yung self-worth mo, na you are a good person, you are a forgiving person. At the end of the day, you need to think of yourself and Noel and the bigger scheme of things. I know you're friends with Karen, but Karen is a big girl now. She's a lady. She's 30 years old. And if she's still acting like that, nako, parang avoid muna. Like what sinabi nga ni Aseret. Sometimes you just need to move forward. Diba? Sabi nga ni Aseret kanina, saan yun? Sabi ni Aseret kanina, enough is enough. Pag sobrang dami mo ng forgiveness, although medyo sa Christian world and Catholic world, sabi, di ba, 77 times 7 to forgive. But you could forgive, but ako kasi I forgive but I don't forget. So that's a different topic, that the different discussion we will have in the future once we come across something like that. So, so maraming salamat to all our viewers today. Si Jem Yu, si Mark, si Cha, si Aseret, as always, thank you for all your support. Si Gingerberry, missing you. Si Bing Lao Mayor from Calibo, Aklan. Tapos si Gerald Sibayad for tuning in. And of course, Emma Consul right here, close to me in Carson, California. And nice seeing you Thursday. Really looking good, Emma. Tapos si Adele, missing you, Adele. Tapos sino pa? Si Alex Francisco, so is Sunny Francisco and Alexander Francisco. Si Ernie, nice seeing you here. Tapos at lahat na si Kuya G who's in Venice, sumilip lang yan, si Venice, California. Ingat, enjoy the gondola ride. At hopefully you could give us pictures of your wonderful trip to Venice, Italy. Enjoy it while we can. It's a well-deserved vacation, I guess. And tapos, si Erlinda Gulayan, yeah, so hello to you. And, sabi ni Adele, sorry na late ako. Naku, Adele, okay lang yan. Like what I said, you could do the replay. It's really a very good letter. I think you could add some more comments once you hear the whole thing of it. So, maraming salamat sa walang sawa, walang humpay na support for Dear Kuya Josh. It means a lot to me. And I am lost of words as always to the right words to describe how I feel sa walang sawang pag-support nyo sa mga shows ko. That gives me fuel or energy to continue, because I know you're there and you're constantly supporting this particular simple program of ours. So maraming salamat. Doon sa mga naka-miss po sa akin, we'll go live next week. Live na po tayo kasi tapos na po ang mga celebration. And belated happy birthday as well to the owner of PHLB Radio, si Johan Saison. It was his birthday as well, mga month of September po. So happy birthday also to Joseph Gelito, who's a friend of mine, celebrated the birthday also on the 19. So happy belated birthday to you. At I know si Emma Consul is celebrating also her birthday, I think on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So happy birthday to all the birthday celebrant. And of course, on the Christian world, like what I said earlier, and the Christian world and the Christian world and the Catholic world, today, the 23rd here in the U.S., which is almost over, is the feast day of Padre Pio. She is well known for the stigmata, or the five wounds of Jesus, just like Father Francis. Okay, so that being said, maraming salamat. Looking forward to seeing you next Friday for Alam Mo Ba with Josh Andowit, and also on Saturday, if you're here in the States, it's a Saturday for Dear Kuya Josh. And like what I always would say, paalala lang po. Oh, sabi ni Adele Ordinary, habol pa siya. Shout out to Hazel Velasco. She's a singer with me right now. Hi Hazel. Hazel, ano ka, mag-guest ka sa akin sa Alam Mo Ba. Let me know if you're up to it, para it would be a good discussion. I've been hearing your name in the entertainment world, but we have not been formally introduced. So I'm inviting you and reach out to you through Adele, so you could guest on Alam Mo Ba with Josh Andowit. It's every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and in different parts of the world depending on your time zone, and it's globally seen and heard. So anyways, before I end, I always tell our viewers, our listeners, to be kind. You can never be wrong with being kind, or you cannot go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness that you do to people, it is pretty guaranteed it will come back to you in different forms, in different times, with different people. So with that, maraming salamat. Looking forward to a beautiful next week. Naku, ang bilis ng panahon. It's almost end of the month na naman. October na. Talagang palamig na. The weather is getting colder. The summer was, in my mind, it was kind of short. But now we're going into fall. I think we're fall na. So, well, for those people outside of the United States, we have 4 seasons. We have winter, spring, summer, fall. We're done with summer, so we're now on fall. So with that, you have a wonderful weekend, whatever is left of it, and enjoy. Make the best of it. We don't know what tomorrow would come. Just enjoy. Sabi nga, you have one life to live. So enjoy it. And have the best time for next week. God bless us all, and enjoy next week. Bye, everybody.